these photos actually show Noah's Ark, then they can prove that everything that's written in the Bible about this whole event is actually true.
In early 2026, I scanned Mount Ararat once more. What appeared shocked everyone. Shapes, patterns, and signs that science says should not exist at all, not shadows. Something structured, deliberate, and deeply ancient surfaced in the data, raising a question no expert can ignore. What exactly did AI uncover this time from space? Stay tuned as we uncover the hidden ship of Mount Ararat. In the year 1949, a regular U.S. Air Force surveillance flight was flying above the tall Mount Ararat in eastern Turkey. The mountains seemed never-ending, with their shining, icy peaks reflecting the sunlight. Suddenly, a remarkable discovery was made on the footage. The cameras recorded a huge, boat-like structure hidden beneath thick layers of ice and snow. This mysterious formation would eventually be known as the Ararat anomaly. The item is situated at an impressive altitude of 15,500 feet, slightly exceeding a mile to the west of the peak of the mountain. For many years, this peculiar structure has puzzled scientists, followers, and doubters alike. Certain individuals disregarded it as a deception of the frost, while others believed it could be something truly astonishing. In 1973, advanced U.S. spy satellites started taking detailed pictures of the anomaly. It was clearly seen as a ship-like object, concealed under the thick ice cap, measuring almost 980 feet in length. To give a sense of scale, this is greater than the length of 2 football fields lined up together. The enormous size of the object demanded attention. However, what added to the unsettling feeling was its specific placement. Mount Ararat has long been believed to be the final destination of Noah's Ark, according to ancient writings like the Bible and the Quran. The idea of the Ark landing on these mountains after a catastrophic flood has been passed down through generations. Is it possible that the peculiar ship-shaped formation found on Mount Ararat is the actual Noah's Ark? Over time, the global landscape transformed alongside the glaciers. The impact of climate change became evident through the melting of ice on a global scale. Structures that had remained concealed for millennia started to emerge as the ice receded. Gary Eastman, an intrepid explorer, utilized Google Earth Pro to survey Mount Ararat from an aerial perspective. He stumbled upon what seemed to be a mysterious ship-shaped structure, obscured beneath layers of ice, untouched by human eyes for generations. However, Ararat was just one of the places generating interest. Approximately 50 miles to the south, there is another mysterious location known as Durupinar. This site was named in honor of Turkish military officer Captain İlhan Durupinar, who came across it in 1951. When viewed from the sky, the arrangement bears a striking resemblance to a petrified vessel. Scholars have been examining it for many years in an attempt to determine if it may also have ties to the legendary deluge. Modern advancements in technology have revitalized ancient mysteries, with cutting-edge artificial intelligence now delving into numerous satellite images, ground-penetrating radar scans, and geological specimens from Durupinar. The revelations unearthed by this AI are nothing short of extraordinary, revealing that the location harbors marine sediments dating back several thousands of years, aligning closely with the biblical narrative of the Great Flood. The AI continued its analysis further. It examined the inner organization of the arrangement and uncovered a remarkable discovery. Unusual geometric shapes were found beneath the exterior, shapes not typically found in nature. The calculations indicated the existence of internal sections, support beams, and even preserved wooden boards. The entire structure appeared to be purposefully constructed rather than created by natural processes. Dr. Andrew Snelling and other geologists have carefully examined Durupinar. The size of the formation is approximately 515 feet in length and 160 feet in width, which aligns with the measurements mentioned in the Bible for Noah's Ark: 300 cubits long, 50 cubits wide, and 30 cubits tall. The AI examination also uncovered potential evidence of petrified animal fur, ancient excrement, and residual grains and seeds. The site seemed to have captured a glimpse of life from millennia past. Each find left researchers in awe, suggesting that the tales of the Ark might have some truth to them. The true identity of the Ararat anomaly, or Darupanar as Noah's Ark is still unknown. However, each new finding gives a fresh perspective to the narrative, presenting a compelling case for examining the snow-capped mountains of Mount Ararat more closely. Could these formations really be the remnants of a ship that survived the Great Flood? And if they are, what other secrets lie hidden beneath the glaciers, waiting to be discovered? Stay with us. Secrets in the Sky. Porsche Taylor, along with other researchers, have spent many years analyzing satellite pictures of Mount Ararat located in the eastern part of Turkey. Among the snowy mountaintops, an unusual ship-shaped anomaly hidden beneath the glaciers has intrigued them. Initially, only indistinct figures, shadows, and outlines were visible to the naked eye. However, advancements in technology have revolutionized the way they perceive the images. Today, scientists are utilizing artificial intelligence to reveal hidden information that was previously inaccessible. Sophisticated algorithms in machine learning can analyze satellite images in ways that are beyond human capability. They are able to recognize intricate details, uncover concealed spaces underground, detect various mineral types, and pick up on thermal cues that indicate unique substances. These modern tools are adept at identifying specific shapes and patterns that hint at artificial constructions instead of naturally occurring shapes. The findings are remarkable. Through the use of AI technology, researchers have not only verified the famous Ararat anomaly, which is almost 980 feet in length, but they have also identified multiple mysterious locations in the area. Some of these anomalies display characteristics that suggest they may not be typical rock formations or ice formations. A new theory is now being raised by researchers. Is it possible that there is not only one ark, but a collection of ancient ships concealed in these mountains? The impact of the melting glaciers adds another layer of significance and concern to these remarkable discoveries. The ice that has shielded these structures for centuries is now slowly disappearing, causing the layers holding them together to become unstable. Analysis from satellite data reveals that some of these anomalies are shifting as the ice melts, raising the possibility of these formations breaking apart. These ancient structures, once undisturbed for thousands of years, are now facing unprecedented forces as they are uncovered. AI has utilized 3D terrain models derived from stereo satellite images to meticulously map the well-documented Ararat anomaly. The examination reveals the possibility of even more substantial structures concealed beneath layers of ice and rock. The implications of these discoveries are profound, as they have the potential to challenge existing beliefs about ancient civilizations and redefine our understanding of early human history. It is truly astonishing how these findings may be related to age-old tales found in various cultures globally. Numerous civilizations have tales of vast floods and the endurance of large ships. If these formations identified by satellites turn out to be authentic, they could offer tangible proof for events that were previously believed to be mere legends. These vessels, preserved through the ages, might serve as the crucial connection between folklore and actual occurrences. Satellites are not simply capturing images, they are uncovering ancient mysteries. Artificial intelligence is enabling us to witness things far beyond the capability of human vision. Every new image and analysis provides a new perspective on historical discoveries. What other structures lie hidden beneath the glaciers of Mount Ararat? Could these anomalies really rewrite the story of humanity's past? And if so, how many ancient secrets are still waiting to be uncovered in the icy mountains? Let's find out. The secrets hidden in the mountains. In the elevated regions of eastern Turkey, researchers from America have come across what they believe could be remains of the famous Noah's Ark. The focus is not only on the discovery's location, but also on the contents found within these structures, sparking widespread discussion. Advanced technology has been utilized by researchers to conduct an extensive scan of the terrain. By incorporating artificial intelligence, ground-penetrating radar has uncovered a remarkable discovery. The AI has identified intricate patterns resembling the skeletal structure of a colossal vessel hidden deep below the surface. Within the excavation, there are cavities that may have served as chambers for various creatures. The presence of concentrated organic matter at precise depths suggests a preservation of life from ages past. Additionally, unusual metal traces have been detected, hinting at intentional placement rather than natural occurrence within the rock formations. One of the most surprising findings is the presence of pitch, or bitumen residues. According to ancient writings, this substance was utilized to waterproof Noah's Ark. The distribution of these residues is not haphazard, as they form distinct patterns and concentrations that are uncommon in volcanic rock. It seems as though the vessel was constructed with precision, deliberately leaving behind these materials in specific locations. Researchers who have spent years investigating claims about the Ark are surprised by what they have found. Dr. Paul Zemansky, a well-known expert in the field, acknowledges that while skepticism is common, the evidence produced by AI-assisted analysis is becoming increasingly difficult to dismiss. The structures appear to have been preserved in a manner that is difficult to explain. The unique combination of factors such as high altitude, mineral-rich soil, and thick ice cover has effectively created a natural time capsule. Even organic matter that would typically have decomposed thousands of years ago remains remarkably well preserved. Some scientists are beginning to ponder a rather unsettling question: what other secrets might be concealed within these formations? Is it possible that ancient seeds, forgotten grains, or even mysterious biological substances are being safeguarded in perfect condition after millennia of preservation? The tale becomes increasingly intriguing as scientists broaden their investigation. AI is currently comparing records of large-scale floods worldwide. Complex mathematical formulas are scrutinizing geological information from numerous locations, seeking indications of historic water-related disasters. The findings are astounding. Sedimentary deposits in more than 200 places display indications of abrupt, extensive flooding approximately 4 to 5 millennia ago. Ancient genetic data illustrate abrupt reductions in population that correspond with these flooding occurrences. Extinctions of various species during the same time frame are also noticeable. Even subterranean aqueducts and caves hint at massive water movements across continents. The ramifications are astonishing. The data indicates that an event thousands of years ago was not confined to a specific region. It could have been a worldwide disaster that had effects on all continents. The combination of rising sea levels, severe storms, and geological upheavals may have led to a catastrophe of such magnitude that it altered life on Earth. The mountains of Turkey are hiding their secrets carefully, but slowly, technology is peeling back the layers. Each new discovery raises more questions than answers. Could Noah's Ark be more than a story? Could it be a real vessel preserved by time itself? And if it is, what lessons might it hold for our future? The hidden plan. Scientists and adventurers have been intrigued by recent findings in the eastern Turkish mountains. There has long been speculation that remnants of Noah's Ark could be hidden under the ice and rocks of Mount Ararat. Surprisingly, new advancements in technology have uncovered something beyond anyone's imagination. The discovery goes beyond simply uncovering old structures. Through AI analysis, it has been revealed that the formations are meticulously arranged with remarkable accuracy. Artificial intelligence thoroughly examined the area with great precision. Algorithms uncover hidden patterns that are invisible to the naked eye. The boat-shaped structures are not haphazardly spread throughout the mountains. Rather, they are strategically positioned in distinct arrangements, following precise compass directions, located at specific elevations, and evenly spaced out. This organization is intentional. It is a carefully orchestrated design that is difficult to comprehend. These formations were methodically placed, suggesting meticulous planning by an unknown entity in the distant past. AI has made a stunning discovery, uncovering comparable patterns in various locations other than Mount Ararat. Different countries near Mount Ararat have formations that look like boats or unique geological mounds, arranged systematically like the ones in Turkey. This phenomenon can be observed in Armenia, Iran, and Georgia. The significance of these findings is immense, suggesting that we may not be examining the wreckage of just one ship. Instead, it might indicate a united worldwide effort to deal with a calamity from centuries past. It appears that ancient societies, distanced from one another, could have readied boats in anticipation of the legendary catastrophic flood. The data becomes increasingly remarkable as researchers delve deeper into the findings. According to AI analysis, the individual behind this ancient strategy displayed a level of expertise in engineering, geography, and disaster readiness that is comparable to what we possess today. It is baffling how individuals from thousands of years past were able to acquire such sophisticated knowledge. The placement of these large structures throughout rugged landscapes begs the question of how they were able to do so with such precision. These inquiries force us to reevaluate our beliefs about the capabilities of ancient societies. AI is also forecasting potential future discoveries. As the glaciers in the Ararat region melt, it is anticipated that internal chambers within these structures will be reachable in the next 10 years. AI suggests that these chambers may contain organic materials that are exceptionally well preserved, surpassing anything previously examined. Scientists could potentially come across species believed to have been extinct for millennia, preserved in ice and mineral-rich soil. One of the most alarming forecasts is that these formations might hold intricate documentation of the long-ago flood. Artificial intelligence models indicate that early forms of writing or well-preserved artifacts could uncover the strategies civilizations used to persevere through the calamity. These documents could offer a glimpse into ancient life, portraying the struggles of humans, animals, and vegetation during the crisis. Should this theory prove accurate, the findings could be the most significant archaeological breakthrough of the era. However, these advancements also bring up inquiries. How did our predecessors possess prior knowledge of worldwide disasters? Were there mechanisms in existence to prepare for calamities that have slipped from our memory? Today, with the assistance of advanced AI and climate projections, researchers are beginning to ponder, is it possible for comparable situations to arise in our own era? A rise in sea levels, severe weather patterns, and changing landscape could potentially replicate the circumstances encountered by civilizations of the past. Could the patterns discovered by AI really be the key to understanding how our ancestors survived global catastrophes? And most importantly, are we paying attention to the lessons they may have left behind? Stick around. Forbidden expeditions and hidden discoveries. This story has the potential to revolutionize our understanding of history, challenging what we currently believe, yet governments have made a concerted effort to conceal it. For years, various nations have covertly supported missions to Mount Ararat and other mysterious locations in the area. The discoveries made by these explorers have the power to reshape the course of human history. In the year 1974, an Earth research technical satellite unexpectedly captured images that amazed scientists. The photographs seemed to reveal a gigantic wooden object emerging from the ice close to the peak of Mount Ararat. However, once experts scrutinized the images, they were promptly labeled as top secret by the U.S. government. These classified images remained undisclosed for close to 30 years. During this period, the Turkish government restricted access to specific regions near the mountain, making it nearly impossible for people to visit. They established military zones that demanded special permits to enter. Kurdish guides in the area share stories amongst themselves about bizarre sightings they have witnessed. Tales of wooden beams protruding from glaciers that are melting, mysterious artifacts hidden in ice, and formations resembling parts of a massive ship circulate among them. Despite being cautioned to keep these discoveries hush-hush, various research groups have uncovered similar astonishing evidence. They have come across preserved wooden buildings constructed from tree species that are no longer found in the vicinity, with carbon dating consistently pinpointing their age to be approximately 4,800 years old. When artificial intelligence was used on released government files, a noticeable trend of concealing information was discovered. Important terms were consistently edited, mission reports were lacking details, and even images from satellites were kept out of sight. However, the data that has been revealed unveils an incredible narrative. Examination of building methods uncovers techniques that should have been impossible thousands of years ago. Intricate craftsmanship, advanced metalwork, and ship construction practices comparable to contemporary techniques have been spotted. Ground-penetrating radar even displays metal support systems within these wooden buildings. These were not basic tools from the Bronze Age. Instead, they were complex alloys that demonstrate knowledge of materials science much greater than what was thought to be achievable at that time. One of the most unsettling findings is the information uncovered by AI pattern recognition regarding the structure's design. The buildings contain ventilation systems that were intricately crafted, not just simple openings for air. The airflow was strategically planned to uphold specific conditions in various sections, leading to self-sustaining environments. Examination of materials through spectroscopic analysis indicates the presence of ancient preservatives, chemical mixtures intended to halt decay and safeguard organic substances for extended durations. The complexity of these compounds implies a profound comprehension of chemistry that was previously believed to be beyond the knowledge of ancient societies. Researchers are becoming increasingly concerned by the discoveries being made. Could it be possible that ancient societies possess knowledge and technology that has since been forgotten? Might they have been more sophisticated than commonly believed? And if this were true, what led to the disappearance of this wisdom from the annals of history? According to AI simulations, it is believed that these structures were constructed with the intention of ensuring survival. They were created with the purpose of safeguarding life in the face of devastating events, such as worldwide floods or other calamities capable of endangering civilization. This is more than just a tale about sunken ships or obsolete machinery. It is a narrative about people getting ready to endure in methods that contemporary science is just starting to grasp. The mountains in eastern Turkey could conceal insights about intellect, construction, and resilience that might alter our perception of history and our significance in the global scheme. Although governments may have attempted to conceal these findings, advancements in technology and the human desire for knowledge are gradually unveiling the reality. As the ice melts and artificial intelligence reveals new patterns, there is potential for the exploration of previously inaccessible ancient structures. These sites could contain inner rooms, well-preserved artifacts, and evidence of a sophisticated society from centuries past. The forbidden journeys mark the start of an exciting chapter. Whatever lies below the ice may provide insights into the knowledge and skills of our forebears in terms of adaptation, construction, and existence. The Forgotten Life. We are now stepping into a chapter of the narrative that is both captivating and unsettling. Researchers are revealing biological clues from historical locations that are prompting them to challenge their previous beliefs about ancient life on our planet. Advanced technology has enabled scientists to study organic remnants from possible ark sites in ways that were previously unimaginable, leading to astonishing findings that seem almost surreal. The preserved DNA has revealed a startling discovery: genetic material from species believed to have gone extinct long before the construction of these structures has been found. These creatures were not supposed to exist during the era of the Great Flood, yet their DNA remains intact, providing insight into a past thought to be lost. The amount of genetic variation found in these samples is truly remarkable. It seems like ancient individuals made a deliberate attempt to save examples of every possible variation within each species. The scientific expertise needed for this task is remarkable, particularly considering today's standards. The individual responsible for this project appeared to have a deep understanding of ecosystems, genetics, and conservation that is only now being recognized by modern science. The examination of historic pollen and spores, known as palynology, adds a new element of intrigue. The pollen found at these locations come from plants that belong to regions thousands of miles away, hinting at a collection of plant materials from all corners of the world. It appears as though someone had deliberately gathered and stored a diverse range of plant species in one location, creating a small-scale version of global biodiversity. The enormity of this biological undertaking is truly awe-inspiring. The discovery of artificial modification in preserved organisms is disturbing. Genetic markers indicate the existence of selective breeding programs that were more advanced than previously believed for ancient civilizations. This implies that people thousands of years ago may have had knowledge of manipulating life in ways that were previously thought to be impossible for that era. Analysis by artificial intelligence also uncovered preserved microorganisms, bacteria, and other tiny life forms that seem to have been intentionally grown and kept. This finding questions our comprehension of ancient scientific practices. One of the most disturbing signs is the discovery of DNA from unknown creatures that do not correspond to any species known in history. These mysterious organisms have no trace in the fossil record, leaving behind perplexing questions. The disappearance of these beings raises uncertainties about their fate and the catastrophic events that unfolded in ancient eras. The biological proof goes beyond historical significance. It narrates a tale of life that was meticulously protected, of environments controlled in a manner that appeared unattainable for individuals of that period. It hints that ancient societies might have possessed awareness of microbiology, genetics, and maintaining ecological equilibrium that we thought was solely a product of contemporary scientific advancements. The meticulous attention shown in these biological specimens implies foresight, readiness, and a profound comprehension of endurance. Each new finding brings about a multitude of uncertainties rather than clarity. Did the preservation of these species serve a larger purpose within a worldwide strategy for survival? Is it possible that ancient civilizations possessed a level of advancement beyond our current understanding? Might the catastrophic events mentioned in ancient myths and stories have been foreseen and comprehended by our past generations in ways that are only now coming to light? The icy peaks and historical landmarks could be concealing a genetic database from a bygone era on our planet. Every specimen of DNA acts as a communication from ancient times, frozen in time. The significance of this discovery is immense. It not only implies that our ancestors possessed remarkable wisdom, but it also indicates the existence of extinct creatures, environments, and scientific insights waiting to be unveiled by present-day society. And with each discovery, we are forced to ask, what else did our ancestors know that we have forgotten? And could these lessons help us understand life on Earth today? Let's dive in. The Ancient Survival Network. Hang on. As the discoveries being made by scientists currently are truly incredible, by utilizing artificial intelligence to analyze satellite images worldwide, groundbreaking findings have been revealed. Structures resembling those on Mount Ararat have been identified on various continents, all exhibiting similar characteristics in terms of construction methods, age, and meticulous planning. It is possible that these are not just random survival strategies, but rather indications of a well-coordinated global network established millennia ago. In Armenia, there are boat-like formations that resemble the remains of the Ark found in Turkey. The internal structures of these formations are strikingly similar, and the organic materials preserved within them exhibit similar patterns. In Georgia, there are mysterious mounds that also contain similar building materials and evidence of life preserved over many centuries. Furthermore, unusual features in Romania, Iran, and certain regions of Central Asia display similar unique characteristics. These formations are not haphazardly created, but rather orchestrated according to specific criteria that prioritize survival in times of immense catastrophes. The use of AI technology shows us that these old buildings were intentionally placed in locations that would withstand natural disasters. They were situated at high altitudes to avoid flooding, near sources of fresh water for survival during emergencies, and within stable geological formations. This deliberate positioning suggests a sophisticated understanding of geography, water systems, and environmental durability. The ancient societies responsible for constructing these structures must have possessed remarkable wisdom and coordination skills to establish this extensive network on a worldwide scale. Many surprising discoveries indicate that these locations had been utilized repeatedly. Examination of the different layers reveals numerous instances of human settlement, indicating that these constructions were not intended solely for emergencies. They formed part of a strategic network aimed at sustaining life during regular calamities. When AI technology is used to compare these sites with historical trade routes and migration patterns, it becomes evident that many of them were strategically positioned along key travel routes. The architects of these sites possessed a profound understanding of how people and goods moved across vast distances. The consequences are staggering. It is possible that ancient societies dealt with regular worldwide disasters and devised organized approaches to endure. This calls into question all of our previous assumptions about our forebears. They were not just small groups or basic societies, they were interconnected on a global scale, possessing sophisticated technology, planning skills, and methods for staying alive. Their wisdom encompassed constructing ships that could endure enormous calamities, sustaining life for extended periods, and strategically distributing resources around the world. What is even more disturbing is the insight into human understanding provided by this finding. The fact that our predecessors exhibited such advanced capabilities in planning and construction raises questions about the loss of knowledge over time. The disappearance of these skills from civilizations prompts contemplation on the vulnerability of our contemporary society. AI simulations of climate patterns reveal parallels between the environmental factors that led to the ancient catastrophe and the issues we are confronting today. The current rise in sea levels, intensifying weather conditions, geological unrest, and ecosystem breakdown are alarming signs. This no longer solely concerns the past, but forces us to consider whether we are equipped to handle a global crisis akin to the one endured by our forebears. The ancient survival network not only ensured the continuation of human life, but also safeguarded a wide range of biological diversity and valuable knowledge necessary for survival. These containers and constructions served as living repositories, storing seeds, animals, and possibly other important species required for restoring ecosystems. The strategic distribution of these items throughout different regions indicates a remarkable level of foresight and intelligence that appears nearly unimaginable for the era in which they existed. Nevertheless, mounting evidence suggests the existence of a highly sophisticated civilization beyond what was previously believed. Each new finding brings forth pressing inquiries. What methods did ancient people use to coordinate on a global scale centuries ago? How many of these constructions remain concealed beneath ice, dirt, or debris? And what valuable insights did they pass down to us for the present day? Their resilient network was created to withstand catastrophic events beyond imagination. With the shifting climate and escalating natural calamities, the wisdom kept alive in these historic locations may hold greater significance in our current era. If you enjoyed this video, like and subscribe, and also click the next video shown on your screen.